1. During his freshman year, my son Steve couldn't get home for Christmas. So he sent me a set of inexpensive cufflinks and a note reading, "Dear Dad, this is not much, but it's all you could afford." 2. As the son of a college professor and a professor myself, I hoped my sons would go to college. But after our oldest found that the courses that he wanted to take at the university were full, he got discouraged. I went to the registrar. I'd heard he was a stickler for rules, so I was floored when the man asked what classes would he like and took care of the problem on his computer. Seeing my surprise, he explained that years before he was in the same situation as my son. He'd met a professor who took him to the enrollment lines and got him into every class he wanted. That man was your father, by any chance. Is he still alive? I nodded, and he smiled. Good, he said. Tell him we're even. 3. At a girls' college dormitory, dates were permitted only on Saturday night. One young man showed up on a Tuesday evening, explaining to an older woman in the lobby of the dorm that it was imperative he see a certain young lady immediately. I want to surprise her, you see. I'm her brother. Oh, she'll be surprised all right, said the woman, but think of how surprised I am. I'm her mother. 4. A couple college kids, Stan and Ryan, are riding to school on a Chicago subway train when a homeless man approaches and begs for spare change. Stan adamantly rejects the man in disgust, while Ryan, on the other hand, pulls out his wallet and gives the man $2 and wishes him the best. The homeless man thanks Ryan kindly and then continues on to the other passengers. Stan is outraged by his friend's act of generosity. What the heck did you do that? Shouts Stan. You know he's probably only gonna use it for drugs or booze. Ryan replies, and we weren't. 5. What do you call the ritual of giving honorary college degrees to celebrities? Artificial intelligence. 6. My girlfriend isn't the brightest bulb. One day, when she was being particularly dim-witted, I said in frustration, "What's your IQ anyway?" She shot back defiantly, 20/20ths. 7. A physics professor at a state university in Michigan was famous for his animated lectures. He was short and thin with wild white hair and an excited expression. In lectures, he would throw himself from the top of desks and throw frisbees to students in the back row to illustrate various principles. One day in class he was spinning on an office chair holding weights in each hand, when he lost his balance and tumbled into the first row. He apologized to his class for going off on a tangent. 8. I had a girlfriend in college who was obsessed with counting numbers. I wonder what she's up to now. 9. A friend of mine was visiting a college which had those security call boxes every few hundred feet. If you were wandering around the campus at night and felt uneasy about somebody following you, for instance, you could hit the button and have a security officer come investigate immediately. On one of these phones hung a sign that said, "Out of order." Underneath it someone had scrawled, "Keep running." 10. Mom, son, why don't you talk to Mark anymore? You used to be best friends. Son, well, would you talk to someone who is stupid, uses drugs, and is an alcoholic? Mom, of course not. Son, well, neither would he.